If I was to describe Noragami, it reminded me of a mixture of Bleach and Soul Eater, but not nearly as long as Bleach and not as highly stylized as Soul Eater, but all around pretty good in its own right. Noragami, as far as the story goes, is we have your regular high school teenager, Hiyori. She's in school, doing the normal life, all of a sudden meets this guy by the name of Yato. He is a god of something we don't know yet, not till the end, of course. He's trying to make a name for himself. Grants wishes, no matter how ridiculous or over the top it is, but for, what was it, 5 coin? Makes a wish happen to whatever it is. Their paths meet, and her life is forever changed. And throughout the show, the two interact, and then later on we are introduced to another character by the name of Yukine, who Yato finds turns him into a sword because he was a lost soul or something, and voila, becomes his Seki. Now at first I wasn't even going to finish this show because the first 3 episodes, boy, there was a lot of talking, a lot of dialogue, and to me it just felt like it was a lot of the same. And if it wasn't because I was reviewing this episode, I wouldn't have even have done anything. I stuck with it, and by episode 4, it started getting interesting, and I'm glad I stuck with it because it kept going, and it kept going. And all in all, I really liked it. The animation style, pretty much similar like you'll get from any other studio. Not bad, but not super great, just good. The characters, the more you get to know them, the more interesting everything gets. And Yato, the main god, is just so mysterious. You don't know anything about him, and the way that he acts is just so cool. I liked him the best. The voice acting's great, especially Yukine. He definitely, the voice actor for him, nailed it and hit it out of the park, especially in episode 9. Episode 9 was probably my favorite out of this whole series, just for the sheer just acting ability, voice acting ability that he made. If you've seen the show and you know what episode 9 is, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, he pulled off one hell of a performance. The ending itself is actually not too bad. It kind of leaves it open for a sequel, but at the same time, if they wanted to end it, they could also end it. It was a pretty good ending. I mean, at least decent enough, not super great. I would give this show a little more points, but because of the fact that you literally had to wait until episode 4 before anything got any good, it kind of loses some points for me. I just have a real problem of shows that take forever for you to get started. But I understand not every show can be Attack on Titan or Akemi ga Kill. And it's understandable. But I'm glad that I stuck with it. I just kind of wish that it would have picked up a lot sooner than it did. For having some good voice acting, some really interesting story, and a great use of mixing genres, the show gets some points. But all in all, Noragami is unique. I thought it was a pretty interesting show, and I'm glad I stuck with it. There's a couple of OVAs out there of this show. Haven't gotten around to seeing them yet, but if they add anything to the show, then I say check them out. If not, they're probably just extra shows that are just there for entertainment. Noragami makes up for itself and gets a 4 out of 5.